With her recent assertion that a South African had compared her royal wedding to Nelson Mandela's historic walk to freedom, Meghan Markle shocked and surprised people. Among them is the grandson of the anti-apartheid activist Zwelivelile Mandela, who said that the two events cannot be equated to as the same. The MP and chief of the late South African president's Mvezo tribe revealed that Markle's remarks surprised him. He noted, Madiba's celebration was based on overcoming 350 years of colonialism, with 60 years of a brutal apartheid regime in South Africa. Mandela's grandson continued that they are still bearing scars of the past, but he said that the celebrations for the late South African leader were a product of the majority of our people being brought out onto the streets to exercise the right of voting for the first time. Accordingly, for Zwelivelile Mandela, Meghan Markle's royal wedding to Prince Harry and the celebrations for Nelson Mandela in 1990 cannot be equated to as the same. Elsewhere in the exchange, the former leader's grandson asserted that when South Africans celebrated Mandela's release, it was for a far more important and serious reason than the Duchess of Sussex's marriage to a white prince. Meghan's claim has sparked rage and ridicule, with critics telling her to get lost and accusing her of showering the utmost disrespect. Expert Angela Levin said, "How long is Meghan going to pour out her drivel? It's enough already." Not a surprise to learn that Mandela's grandson is cross, Meghan compares her wedding to Mandela's release from prison. Besides, journalist and Brexit Party politician Martin Daubney took to GB News for an angry rant aimed at Markle, blasting her claims and calling her allegations nonsense. He said, "She says it's about truth bombs, but I think it's completely exploded in her face. There's an astonishing litany of allegations." Daubney continued, "She was approached by a person in South Africa who compared the royal wedding to the release of Mandela from jail, referring to a moment in the interview when Meghan alleged she was approached by a South African film member of The Lion King back in 2019. Markle claimed that the cast member pulled her aside and said, 'When you married into this family, we rejoiced in the street, the same we did when Mandela was freed from prison.'" John Kani is the man that allegedly compared Meghan to Nelson Mandela. However, royal fans suspect Meghan herself is lying again. Daubney's barrage of complaints against the former royal didn't stop there, as he added, "This nonsense ever since that we've been unwelcoming and racist, I think it's grotesque and sinister. A horrendous allegation of the most serious nature. You can't just drop these kind of things and not back it up," he continued. Moreover, Australian TV host Natalie Barr has labelled Meghan Markle as a tosser in an extraordinary on-air rant. Sunrise host claimed that she could not even stomach reading Meghan's latest interview with the New York magazine The Cut, saying she found it too hard. Natalie savagely branded her as a tosser after challenging her claims that supporters had compared her wedding to Prince Harry to the freeing of Nelson Mandela from prison. Natalie proclaimed that she couldn't even stomach getting through the whole article. She said, I just find her too hard. I think an Australian would say she's just full of it. She's a tosser. She's a total tosser. That's how we would describe her. I just can't, the way she speaks." Meghan also claimed in the interview that just by existing, she and Prince Harry were upsetting the dynamic of the royals. She also claimed it was the press that led the Sussexes to ask the Queen to step back as senior working royals, hoping maybe all the noise would stop.